just me, or do you also feel it? Over the last few years, many people have said the things that are going to happen actually happened. They've been called conspiracy theorists, and those who believe in Bible prophecy and comparing them to world events have been called conspiracy theorists. But funny thing is, the things they've been shouting about have been actually happening. What I wanted to show you today will probably blow your mind slightly and make you very, very aware of the things that are happening in the world, that the world is moving at such a fast pace in terms of prophecy, coming to a crescendo. You know, we know in September that the United Nations, they're meeting for their special SDG summit, and I'm going to show you that there's something darker behind this. But also, what I've come across is it looks like they're starting to line up the beast system, as I call it, the infrastructure to the beast system. This is in one shop at the moment, but it's going to be in many, many places. Remember in Revelation 13 when it talks about the mark of the beast, that there is going to be an economy in place in order to buy and sell. But what I'm going to do is stick around, watch this in total to get the full context, and I promise by the end you'll have a full idea of what's going to happen. If it's your first time here, you know what to do, become part of the family. Guys, smash the like button and share this and get this out to as many as possible. Have a look at this first.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Code accepted. Select payment type. Code accepted.
What barcode? Hold on. Wait a minute.
This to me would be a similar type of thing that can be used for the mark of the beast. Now this is small time. This is only for me the infrastructure getting set up and getting put in place for the future, and getting people numb to the process of having to do stuff like this. Now what I wanted to do was to look at something that's going to be probably hit home a little bit quicker. Now something closer to home in the UK, they're looking to launch in 2024. Many have heard the name of smart cities. You know, this to me is just another name of districts, and to put people into certain districts. We really have to look at, is there an agenda behind this? What could this agenda be? And I want you to remember that people that have been shouting about this have been right all along. The last 5 years I've seen many what I call conspiracy theorists, and they've been right. But this essentially is what they're looking to try to do. Have a look.
In practice, 15-minute cities mean setting up cameras everywhere to keep track of where everyone is driving to ensure that they do not leave their designated district too frequently. In the case of Oxford, these boundaries will be enforced through traffic filters that will automatically issue fines to violating vehicles.
They don't want us using cars. They've told us this. They want us to sell our cars. They want us to use our bikes. They want us to be in 15-minute cities, as they're called, where we just walk everywhere. We don't drive anywhere. We don't drive 45 minutes or beyond 15 minutes to see family and friends. We stop using fossil fuels, hydrocarbons, etc. We turn to wind and solar, and we work from home. And we use digital currency so they can track and watch everything that we do. That's what they want.
There's already a plan for this, and the World Economic Forum calls them smart cities, which seems great. Progressive urban designers, like the UK headquartered ARUP group, they have their own section on the WEF website. They're gaming what smart cities might look like. It's kind of exciting. What would life be like in these cities?
The pilot is tentatively scheduled for the start of 2024, and it will see the city of Oxford divided into 6 districts. Those living in a particular area will be allowed to drive into other districts up to 100 times a year. After that, fines get issued. Now this sounds like a lot until you realise that many people need to drive through several districts to commute to work.
Well, here you go. Their plan for 2030, your family will eat 0 amounts of meat and 0 amounts of dairy. Each person will be restricted to 2,500 calories a day. What? Each family member will only receive 3 new items of clothing per year. This is on the World Economic site. There will be 0 privately owned vehicles. This article on the website actually quotes Klaus Schwab and his references in the fourth industrial revolution. They talk about utilizing technologies like 5G, quantum computing, artificial intelligence for, quote, reshaping the built environment. I got to tell you, this is the scariest stuff I have ever written. I mean, Utopians in 1984, that stuff couldn't be done 20 years ago. This is George Orwell on steroids, and it all can be done and is being done.
To me is key. You know, in September, when they have their summit on their SDG goals, I believe smart cities is the way that they're going to try push forward with this, and it's happening everywhere. Many places are going to take up on this. The UK, some places in the States, some other places in Europe, Australia are looking to adapt the system like this. Is to get everything and get everybody out of private vehicles. That's the first thing they'll try to do. Klaus Schwab said himself in the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Believe me, friends, behind everything that they're talking about, they come with smiles in one hand but a knife in the other. There is something very mischievous going on at the moment with the whole summit and the things that they're looking to do. And what we need to do is to be looking a little bit closer and trying to warn as many as people as possible. Can we stop the coming tidal wave of this thing? No. You know, prophecy is very clear on what's going to happen. Whether you read it in Revelation and Daniel, all of these places describe some of the events that would happen in the future, and this is the generation, I believe, that are going to see these things happen. What we need to do is to have a wake-up call to realise that all of these people in power, whether it be government officials and all the other people, don't really have the people at heart. Most of the people that go along with the political forums are just there to line their own pockets, and they'll do anything to do this. We've seen it time and time again with the likes of pharmaceutical companies like Purdue, known that they're hurting people, but they were lining their pockets and they were happy to do it. Nothing is new under the sun. I believe the infrastructure of the beast system, or the mark of the beast, is starting to line up and things are starting to happen. I would also kind of really warn people that this winter could be tough, winter of 2023. But I will say that those of us who believe in Christ and have our faith in Jesus can walk in strength even through the most difficult of times. And this is the news, this is the good news in terms of what Christ has done for us, is that no matter what goes on, that we have him by our side and peace can still reign even among chaos. This is just a quick update, just to open into your eyes to what is happening in the world and to know that God is in control. And I always finish on a high. God is always in control, and keep the faith.